Sigers. I'm 27 years old and I spent $100,000 on limb-lengthening surgery. They break your bones surgically, they cut them and they attach devices that extend the bones over time. I've always been very unhappy with my height, pretty much my entire life. I realized I was short around 15 years old, and ever since then it's kind of weighed on me. It is much easier to reach things that I struggled with before. The world is a much different place now that I'm taller. People smile at me everywhere I go. I've never had this kind of reaction from people before, and I really enjoy it.
The sad truth is it doesn't change as much as people magically think it's changes.
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl.
So, does anybody remember the dude who went viral for being unhappy with his height and then flew overseas to break his limbs to get taller? Because he thought it would get him bitches? Well, he spoke on the results, and they're exactly what you think they be. We'll talk about it right now on Doing It for GP.
In this shit all day. As a whole becomes a part, I strike to burn, and the flame returns.
Welcome back to the channel. Your boy Mac back with some thoughts, with some opinions, with some reactions. Wipe your feet off as you come in. Hit the like button if you so choose, and hopefully you stay a while. Shout out to the supporters. And with that said, let's take this walk.
Dynzell Sigers. I'm 27 years old and I spent $100,000 on limb-lengthening surgery. They break your bones surgically, they cut them and they attach devices that extend the bones over time. There's a metal rod in my leg, and then there was an external fixator that attaches to the metal rod going through your leg. So you have both an internal device and an external device. When I first woke up, I just asked myself 1,000,001 questions. I was like, why did I do this surgery? I regretted it. I shouldn't have done it. I'm in so much pain. I've never felt this kind of pain before, and is it really worth it? And I thought something was wrong because I didn't think it was normal to feel this amount of pain. I've always been very unhappy with my height, pretty much my entire life. I realized I was short around 15 years old, and ever since then it's kind of weighed on me. I was actually in a relationship prior to the surgery. Once I told her I wanted to go get surgery to get taller to boost my confidence, she was completely against it. And inevitably we end up ending the relationship, even though she was someone that made a lot of jokes about my height herself.
Heard it was that it was 3 inches that they could add. You have found a way to add 7. No, 8. He was 5'5", and now you're right, 8.
It is much easier to reach things that I struggled with before. The world is a much different place now that I'm taller. People smile at me everywhere I go. I've never had this kind of reaction from people before, and I really enjoy it.
Thousands of tears later.
The sad truth is it doesn't change as much as people magically think it's changes. I feel a small sense of disappointment because I was so caught up in the beginning and the hype and the excitement and everything.
Yeah, look, man, I don't want to be that guy, but I will. What did that simpleton think would happen? You know, once he was 6 foot and walking like Frankenstein, that his pussy rate was skyrocket?
So since I had this, my pussy rate then went.
So long limbs and a small torso didn't immediately, turn him into Mr. Bitches? Surprise, surprise. This is where insecurities and emotions take turns for the worse. And you're willing to disfigure yourself because, my man is disfigured. Tall, but he can't do anything remotely athletic and is still in pain, right? But when you disfigure yourself because of social pressure, what gets exposed is that the real work needs to be done on the mental. After that, the confidence and the game. My man would have took pride in being a short king if he were high quality, I would say, with other attributes, whether that be personality, financial status, whatever else. Well, he thought he was lacking in height. He was actually lacking more as a man overall. And that should be a lesson for every dude with height insecurities. Don't break your knees for coochie and cool points. What do I know? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like the content, hit the notification bell. And with that said, hopefully you've been entertained and informed while passing this precious time that we have. And hopefully I've earned your sub. I go by the name of Mac. This has been Doing It for GP. Until next time.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here.
Never did me, I spit the truth. Call you a welfare driven niggas get the boot. All of you squares